Before you purchase a condo, it's very important that you review the status certificate. There's a lot of questions that will be answered, and you'll even get information on things you may not have even thought to ask. So what questions are answered in a status certificate? Well, in this episode, I'm going to give you some common and important questions that will be answered in a status certificate. Hello everyone, my name is Tyler Pope, a Toronto West-End Realtor specializing in helping people buy and sell real estate. So getting right into it, here are some common and important questions that are answered in a status certificate. First are the condo rules and restrictions. So some common questions: does the condo allow pets? And if so, is there a maximum size? Are you able to have a barbecue on your balcony or terrace? Are you allowed to make renovations and changes within the unit? And to what extent? Does the building allow Airbnb? So this is just scratching the surface when it comes to condo rules and restrictions, and it's quite extensive. But all these questions and more will be answered in the status certificate. Second question is about maintenance fees and common elements. What is the exact amount of the monthly maintenance fees? This is so important to know. Now, maintenance fees are listed on the MLS, and you might see them on realtor.ca and other apps you use for searching. But you always want to double check this amount against what's in the status certificate, because at the end of the day, it's the amount that's shown in the status certificate that you have to pay, not what's listed on the MLS or the other sites. Also, is the current owner in default of any common elements? Are there any pending increases in the monthly maintenance fees due to common element expenses or a special assessment? If so, how much will this increase be, and when will this increase be happening? All these questions will be answered in the status certificate. Third question is regarding reserve fund. Is there enough money in the reserve fund to pay for emergency repairs and updates? This is important to know, especially if you're a new owner. That question will be answered in the status certificate. Fourth question is about rental rules. So whether you're an investor or not, it's always good to know what are the rules regarding renting out your unit. What is the minimum term lease for the condo? Are short-term rentals allowed like Airbnb? And how many units in the building are rented out compared to how many are lived in by the owner? These are very important questions and will be answered in the status certificate. Fifth are lawsuits. Is the condo corporation under litigation? Is there property insurance in place to pay just in case something does happen? This is also why the reserve fund is so important. Is there enough money in the reserve fund to pay for legal fees? So all these questions will be answered in the status certificate. One very important note I do want to make is that the status certificate should always be reviewed by your lawyer. It is a lengthy document, and the lawyers dive deeper into it, and they look at the condo financials, the audits, reserve fund studies, the insurance, the entire condo bylaws and rules, and much, much more. So at the end of the day, the status certificate is a very important document. It answers a lot of questions and should be reviewed by your lawyer, and well worth the fee to obtain one. I hope you found this helpful. This is a 3-part series on condos, so be sure to watch my video on 9 important things you should know when buying a condo. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and we'll see you in the next episode.